whatsoever, and they just go forever.
Let's see. Brian, another question?
Yeah, what's your, how long can you do the frisbee on your finger?
It all depends on how much spin you get. When Sue throws the frisbee to me, which is the way freestyle is usually done, two people throwing back and forth, she throws lots of spin on the frisbee, and therefore I can keep it spinning a long time.
And something else we might mention, there is a little secret. Which hand is it that you have the phony fingernails on?
Both hands.
He's got them on both hands, so let's put them down and show those to the camera if we can get a shot of those. Now, why do you use those?
Well, mostly to cut down on friction on the bottom of the frisbee, because if it were to just to delay on your skin, it wouldn't be able to maintain the spin that stays on the frisbee when it's thrown, or if you throw it up.
Do they come off easily, or do you just
No,
stuck with
not
those
real
for the rest of your
easily.
life?
we use a special kind of glue. It's fairly easy, to come off. It's not too bad.
So you don't wear them all the time?
No.
Okay, great. I want to thank you guys for being on Just Kidding. Hope you'll come back and see us again sometime, and good luck in your competition in the future. I understand you're going overseas or somewhere?
Yes, we're leaving Thursday for Europe.
Leaving Thursday. We'll have a good trip. Let's give them a big hand, guys. Now we're going to take a look at a little different kind of frisbee competition. This is frisbee golf.
Hey, Burl, all set?
Jeff.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, okay.
Ready to play some golf, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, everybody, Jeff's here.
Hey, everybody. Hey, well, I brought the clubs. I'm all set. Let's get going.
Clubs.
Yep, clubs.
No,
yeah.
Jeff, I'm sorry, but we're not playing
yeah.
club golf. We're playing frisbee golf.
Oh,
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So just take the frisbee there, drop the clubs, and we'll just tee off from here down to that basket.
Oh, okay.
This is Ray. This is Tyrone, Sue, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Let's go.
Ray, Jay. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frisbee Golf. We're here on the first tee of this beautiful public golf course located on southeast Maine and 178th near Gresham.
Yeah, Skippy. And getting ready to tee off is the Golden Hog, Burl Ross.
Oh, a marvelous shot. Quite good. Next up is the rookie, Jeff Androsky. But what's he doing?
Jeff? No, you don't use the club. No, you just throw it, Jeff.
Oh, come on, Burl.
Just throw it.
Okay, here we go.
Nice shot.
We should make it clear that Frisbee golf is almost played the same as regular golf, but not exactly.
Basically, all you need is a frisbee. You tee off from the cement tees and... oh, sorry. The object of the game is to get the frisbee into the metal holes. You add up how many times you throw the frisbee, and the person with the least amount of throws wins the game.
And Buffy, don't forget the most important thing.
Oh, what's that, Skip?
It's free! Excuse me. The gentleman up to throw now is Tyrone Hines. He designed this frisbee golf course, and he is also the world record holder for long-distance indoor frisbee throwing. Just recently, he broke the record inside the Kingdom in Seattle.
Of course, it is nice to be able to throw long distances, to heave it. But there is a lot of finesse needed to play this brand of golf.
But frisbee golf isn't for pros only.
Oh, that's right. Anyone can play frisbee golf. It doesn't take long to learn. All you need is concentration.
Yes, concentration is important. And right now, Jeff is preparing himself for a crucial putt. Shh.
Kidding.
But the one thing you always should remember is to have fun.
Buffy, I'd like to thank you and our audience for joining us today. This frisbee golf is a great new sport. And what's nice is it doesn't take that long to play. Average scores are between 30 and 40, and when you're finished with your 9 holes, there's always time for even more fun.
How you doing, Jeff?
Oh, fine, great. Hey, how'd I do?
That was a 10. That's 194 altogether.
Not bad.
Well, I think I was wrong. I think you would do better with that. See you later.
That was fun, and to prove even further that fun is what Just Kidding is all about, it's time to announce our latest and greatest contest. It's called Picture That. It's a photography contest that'll get you some super prizes from Sandy's camera. Take a picture, send it to Just Kidding, and you could win a fantastic camera worth over 50 bucks. Second prize is an Instamatic camera, and third prize is $20 worth of film developed for you absolutely free by Sandy's. Now, there are two divisions, over 10 and 10 and under. So just send us a picture that you've taken along with your age and phone number to Just Kidding, Box 8, Portland, Oregon, 97207. Now, you could win these excellent Sandy's cameras. It's really going to be easy. And the picture can be of anything you want. Just get them to us real quick. And I better get to thanking our guests quick because we're just about out of time. Had a great show. I want to thank you for watching and thank Richard Oda, Kat Miller, Rich Coble, Jay and Sue Buchelman, and all of you for watching and all you guys in the studio here. We'll see you next week for another Just Kidding show. Bye-bye, everybody. That's Dave Twardzik.
That's the last impact limit line roadblock.
All right, I'm still listening to launch control, and in less than a minute they are going to stop the countdown clock. It will be held at 9 minutes, and that will be a planned 10-minute built-in hold. Now, they did mention just a moment ago that the crew seems to be having some sort of a small problem with a companion backup program in the one of the flight computers. I'd like to ask Gene Cernan if you can translate that for us. Gene, do you have any idea what it's about?
Well, Frank, they've got 5 computers on board. It's probably a minor comparison problem between one computer and the other, and if they can rectify that problem or at least understand it, then they can accept it. I don't really anticipate any great problem at this time.
And as you say, they do have 5 computers.
They have 5.
Yeah.
They have
four mainline computers and a 5th backup.
They've got 4 mainline computers which are used to compare their solutions to problems as well as the normal operations of the flight, and then a 5th backup. So they're really flying the computers, and the computers effectively flying the airplane.
There's actually a 6th hidden away, by the way, down on the middeck that no one knows about. And if more than one conk out, they can go down and bring that up and put it online.
Well, the ultimate computer is what's up here on the top of John and Bob's head, because we found out in the past that that's the real decision maker. That's what we usually use for the intelligent process.
Yeah, but Gene, this is a very interesting vehicle to fly. You can't fly it as a stick and rudder test pilot. I found it out in the simulator.
Okay. Jules, yes, I know. Thank you very much, Jules and Gene, and we'll be back to you shortly. The clock has stopped at the 9-minute mark. It will be resumed again very shortly, and then we expect to proceed right on smoothly to a liftoff at 6:50 Eastern Time this morning. We'll continue with our coverage of the flight of Space Shuttle Columbia after this from our local stations.
Full coverage of the Space Shuttle launch coming up this morning on Good Morning America.
The exciting horn of Sarah Memory leads the Creative Jazz Orchestra in Time Sound at the Civic Auditorium, May the 2nd. Be there, a One World Arts production.
These children are refugees. There are many refugees in these troubled times of ours, men and women, boys and girls, who are outside their country of nationality. Many long to return to their homeland, but fear persecution if they do. Those refugees who have chosen to live in the United States often have a difficult time adjusting to our ways and don't really know what to expect. Of course, those of us who grew up here are not quite sure what to expect of the refugees either. But welcoming people who have fled to other lands is the very essence of America. Given the help and support they need to rebuild their lives, these newfound friends will soon be making their own unique contributions to our communities. The Indo-Chinese Cultural and Service Center in Southwest Portland is helping refugees from Southeast Asia achieve self-sufficiency and productivity. Lend them a hand. call 241-9393.
First news of the day, 6:30 on Channel 2. ABC News live coverage of Space Shuttle Columbia continues.
This is Frank Reynolds once again at the Kennedy Space Center here in Cape Canaveral in Florida on a beautiful sunny morning and very few clouds in the sky. The Space Shuttle Columbia is on the pad. The astronauts are inside, all buttoned up and ready to go. We are in a planned hold of the countdown clock at 9 minutes. When the count starts again, we will be 9 minutes away from launch. And the clock has been stopped now for, perhaps 3 or 4 minutes. The earlier problem that we mentioned just before we broke for that commercial, the backup program in the flight computers that they had at least taken note of, obviously they were not concerned about it. We have now received word that that computer problem has been solved, and there are, so far as we can tell and so far as Launch Control has said, no constraints to going ahead with the launch. And when the launch comes, it's of course going to be very spectacular. You're going to see those engines start. And the thing to keep in mind is that this has never been done before, to have the engines and the solid fuel rockets lift off at the same time with that tremendous external tank, which is just a big flying gas tank, more or less, feeding tremendous pounds of fuel, a tremendous amount of fuel, into the 3 engines of the Columbia. It will lift off at T plus 6 seconds. It will clear the support tower. At that point, it will be going at a speed of approximately 75 miles per hour. 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the launch is going to be a spectacular sight, and we expect to be able to see that at an altitude of 30-some miles. And the SRBs, the solid fuel rocket boosters, will fall off. At least we hope we can see it if we get through those clouds. And then 8 minutes and 51 seconds later, after that, the external tank, the big fuel tank, will be separated from the orbiter. At that time, orbiter will be traveling at a speed of approximately 16,694 miles. How's that for approximately? Close to 17,000 miles per hour, and increasing, of course, with every millisecond. It'll be out over the Atlantic at an altitude of some 74 miles, 920 miles downrange. That will be less than 9 minutes after the launch. Well, all of that is still to happen, and we are still in a hold. The countdown clock has been stopped with 9 minutes to go. When it's resumed, there will be 9 minutes before launch. Our coverage of Space Shuttle Columbia continues in a moment.
Hello, Houston. How do you read Columbia?
But they sent back these last pictures of Earth from 167 miles up. Then they closed the payload bay doors, which had passed all their tests for the last time. Columbia was made ready for its return to Earth. Over the Indian Ocean, out of range of any tracking station, they fired the onboard maneuvering system engines, slowing the spaceplane just enough to end its orbital velocity. Confirmation that the burn had worked came over Guam in the Pacific. Turned around now, so it could become an airplane again, Columbia re-entered, its heat tiles glowing with a 3,000-degree temperature as it penetrated the Earth's atmosphere. Radio blackout lasted 16 minutes. At Edwards Air Force Base, its intended landing site, the convoy of support vehicles was ready, its specialists waiting to save the Columbia from toxic fuels and rescue the crew if they needed to. 4 T-38 chase jets, 2 with live TV cameras, took off to meet the shuttle on its landing. The Columbia first became visible to high-powered cameras at Anderson Peak on the California coast at Vandenberg Air Force Base.
3 APUs hanging in there, looking good. Roger that, we can go. We have a live television picture from the optical track at Anderson Peak. Columbia. Dead on the ground track. Quiet to it. Let's go out in here, too. What a way to come to California. Your data looks pretty good for here. Roger that. Looking good. We're looking at them. And you're coming right down the chute. Columbia, you're coming right down the track. The tracking data, nav data, and pre-plan trajectory are all one line on our plot board here. Roger, we concur. Miles. Columbia, you're going subsonic now out of 50K, looking good. Roger that. Columbia, you're coming right around the hack, looking beautiful. Control very smooth. Columbia, you're really looking good. Right on the money. Right on the money. Airspeed 270.